It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 18 carries, 81 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were fantastic a week ago with a win over Houston.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The Titans at 0-8 now on the year. And you'd like to say, let's put the first half behind us and start over, but it's likely not going to be that easy.
It never is it? Because a lot of people say, look forward, let's go ahead and start rebuilding, let's think about the draft and free agency. But you have a bunch of people in that locker room that are saying, don't give up on us now. We still have our pride, and we still have a chance to win some games.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ballgame, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Fournette on the counter. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here's Minshew. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out. Now for their first drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdown.
There he goes left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Smith on first down. Open man, it's Palmer. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars he was able to get that one back.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First and goal at the 1. Here's Smith. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Minshew sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire. All the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? the play caller, because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll try the middle with Cook. Able to slither by. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Smith. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. There's Cook again. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 30 yards. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he returns this to the 22. And the Titans getting set to go. And they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
On 2nd down, Minshew. They'll swing this out to Fournette. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Second down, back to Fournette. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd contact going on.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On fourth down, Minshew. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, Phillips. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Oh, wide open, complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown. Shane Zylstra, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Oh, good move. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 148 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now Geno on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Cook up the gut. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Go, 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now it's Smith. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now Geno. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Geno now to throw. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead. In the 2nd quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that is incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on the first two throws has them leveling up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
We can't have that.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 54 yards. Was that supposed to be a curl route and then he improvised, or do you think it was designed like that?
I think it was designed because one thing quarterbacks can't stand is being crossed up on routes. They don't like too much improvisation. So most of the time when you see a play, it was drawn up that way, and that one was executed perfectly.
Yeah, the defender bit on the curl.
Oh, I don't know if he sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Minshew's throw hauled in by Washington. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On 1st down, it's Smith. He'll dump this off to Cook. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Smith on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Azeez Al-Shaair, former 49er, in on the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
The Smith's throw taken in by Palmer.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
172 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Minshew, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him at the 23 and 2nd and 12.
Now Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Smith now on 2nd down.
Open man is Duvernay.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Left side, Cook. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Smith throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. Oh, a good move at the 5. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
193 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Godwin's got it. Tampa Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On the return, Phillips. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Tennessee offense set to go again. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Minshew sets to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the draw, this is Fournette.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protect protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
That is caught, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The Bucs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Again, it's Cook.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And fights through one man. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Down inside the 40.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They run the counter with Cook.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they